Joining us here at
A good one, though.
yeah, both teams coming off wins yesterday. Aztecs in a 23-1 routing against LMU, and USC 9-6 win against USD. And before we get started, we just like to thank our in-game sponsor, USC Lacrosse. We're getting underway right now. Aztecs with the ball.
Yeah, Aztecs have been facing off pretty well this year. Coach Jackson had some great I believe his last name's Hicks.
Ryan Hicks, yes.
Yeah, he's been doing a good job for him.
Errant pass by SDSU. USC on the attack.
Good luck pronouncing that last name. That's number 9. On the transition situation, I'm going to do my best pronouncing Collins' last name, and honestly, I don't even know if it's the right.
Might be a different
gentleman's name. San Diego State really ripped, and it's a tough.
SDSU wins that face-off.
There's USC getting the ball back. Another turnover for San Diego State. So that's 2 possessions, 2 turnovers. And we're gonna see this aggressive play from the Aztecs all day. McMahon's all over the Aztec attackman. Must have thrown probably 5 checks just in that one series. Good clear, easy clear, first possession, really creates some. Dodds with the ball is one of their more dangerous players on the offensive end of the field. Looks like he just wanted a different ball there. I'm surprised the official gave it to him. The key is to have brand new balls all over the field, so you never have to worry about having a used ball. Aztecs just come into a little umbrella set with the middies. 2 attack from behind, 1 on the crease. A little wing dodge. Just moving the ball around, getting a feel for everybody, let everybody get a touch, kind of get into the game as fast as possible.
Good defense by USC.
Yeah, turnover there by USC. Just good lift by guys 4. I always feel that that's just one of those underrated checks out there is the lift. Every young guy, use that check. I promise you good things are gonna happen.
It's obviously something you don't see used enough, huh?
Yeah, I think defenders usually want to go for the home run check. More of a slap check than the fundamental stuff.
Wow, big hit by number 3. Eric Dodds.
Yeah, gonna get Dodds for a high hit or a push, but that was good offense by the Trojans. Way to move the ball around, got a good feed from behind the cage to their midi up top. Good shot, good save by Carlson.
Yeah, definitely a good save.
Trojans on man up, starting to 3-3. Got a couple lefties, 4 righties. Aztecs are going to press out and they're going to pressure. Get a little wheel, get a wheel going.
Ooh. It's good ball movement by the Trojans.
Great ball movement by the Trojans.
That's a goal for number 44,
yeah,
Casey Kravitz.
And the assist came from, I think, his number 44 with the finish. That, like you said earlier, that was a great ball movement the entire time. And personally, like the Aztecs almost like forced the Trojans to move the ball faster because they did press out. they were getting on guys' hands. And Trojans were able to handle the pressure and create a great shooting opportunity for them. There's Hicks with another face-off win. It's his third of the day. He's won every face-off thus far. We should see him all game long. That could be something that we look at as this game goes on, is the number of possessions each team gets. Even though the Trojans are up 2-0, San Diego State's won all 3 face-offs, and that could be a big factor here towards the end of the game. But they're getting careless. Aztecs are getting careless. There's too many men on the offensive end of the field, so they get an offsides call, and here the Trojans come in transition. You got to be disciplined.
Yeah, that's just a mental mistake right there.
Yeah, it's maybe a lack of communication. Now we get a flag down. I have a feeling that's going to be on Coach Jackson. You kind of see him over there.
He looks hot.
Up. Yeah, he's not happy. So just because there's a flag down doesn't mean that the Trojans kind of just do whatever they want, try to stay in your offense, move the ball around, just like you did on man up, and get a good shot.
Yeah.
And they're
that's a
get
good
one right here. Sorry, Jordan.
No, great pass. They're just moving the ball around very well again.
And if you notice, the Aztecs actually have 7 on defense. So they actually just have too many men on the field. So it makes it a little bit of a challenge for the Trojans here. But there's a flag down, so we'll see what happens.
Definitely a little congested down in the defensive area. Good stop. Troy Carlson again.
Yeah, and where the Trojans are having success is feed the ball from X up to their middies. They're getting a lot of open looks with their attackmen feeding their midfielders.
That last flag was illegal procedure on SDSU, so there'll be 30-second penalty. We're coming up on the 9:48 mark here in the first period. 2-0 Trojans.
Trojans come back out to the 3-3. There's their wheel. Move some guys around, rotate. Looks like there's a little confusion on the Trojans of who's supposed to be where. There's another flag for interference. But they're back at the 3-3.
Wow, 24 with a rifle, William Belshi.
That was a great skip pass by number 35 for the Trojans. Armistead, who once again we said his name earlier when he had a great defensive stop. He's one of their top players. Coach Gittleman had a lot of great things to say about him. The skip pass, and like you said, the great finish there by number 24.
William Belshi.
William Belshi just ripped it.
Yeah.
High to high. So there was a flag down. That actually is going to get waved off.
That'll get negated because of the goal.
Exactly. Now, if that was a 1-minute personal foul, that would be a different story. USC would be facing up here, man up.
SDSU coming down into the offensive area.
First midfield's coming back out for San Diego State. You got Dodds, you got McKeon. Try to get the third guy for you. Looks like it's going to be.
Is that 33?
Maloney.
Will Maloney.
Should be an easy one for me to remember. They need a goal bad.
Yeah.
There you go. Nice little play. Good little play for Josh Brent. Just coming off a pick on the inside, floating them out to the start on the crease, floating them out. I like that.
Good shot, just a little high. Spin move. Very fancy for number 3, Eric Dodds.
Yeah, look, Dodds just takes his short stick D-midi, goes right at him. I said earlier that he's one of their more kind of creative, dynamic, more of a threat midfielders. He's got to score goals for San Diego State today for them to get a W, no doubt about it. He's going to say, hey, someone's got to step up and be a leader for the Aztecs. And Dodds decides that, hey, I'll be that guy. Gets them on the board for their first one.
Yeah, much needed goal for the Aztecs before this thing gets out of hand. .826. Now, the goal was probably around 8:45. That last goal by Dodds.
There's another sloppy turnover. Just San Diego State's got to figure out their substitutions. You know, every coaching staff has one box coach, just one guy. It should just be one guy that handles the box responsibilities and substitutions every game, and that's their second one in the first 7.5 minutes of this game. I mean, honestly, as a former head coach, you're not looking to have any substitution issues.
Yeah, that's something you need to have worked out nights before the game. 20.
Loving the ball movement from the Trojans. Obviously, you just got to catch it, but I'm loving the ball movement from the Trojans. Great GB. I believe you pronounce 14's name by Beagle. Great save. Getting a little sloppy here. Getting a little sloppy here. Team's got to take care of the ball. Sandoval, we were out here watching them when we covered the UNLV game, did a great job with GBs. You're going to get a timeout, San Diego State. Doesn't surprise me. Charlie Jackson's got to calm his guys down, get them all on the same page, and just let them breathe. Guys got to breathe. There's too many sloppy plays being made out there right now.
Yeah, too many simple mistakes. .627 left in the first period. We'll be right back.
Still have their starters on attack. See if they decide to try to run a play here, if they just kind of run their motion offense. Good dodge down the lefty alley. Ooh. Doesn't really get the shot off. I think the ball actually came out of his stick before he actually shot it. Got 2 flags down. First flag is going to be an offsides. Second flag, I believe, is going to be an unsportsmanlike.
We have a flag down. We have a 30-second penalty on SDSU. Did you see what that penalty was, Chris?
Yeah, it looks like it was just an offsides.
Okay.
I thought the near official here was going to give 29 another penalty for chirping at him.
That's what I saw him running back.
But he didn't. There's that pressure by Beekle.
Hey, good play.
Beakley. Beakley's got the fast break.
Dodge can't save it.
And unfortunately, that's kind of like how the first quarter here has gone for San Diego State. That kind of just summarized everything for them right there. Great job by Beakley to get the GB. Unfortunately, they got a 4-on-3 fast break. They can't run the break. Good lift, just another lift right there by the San Diego State defender. Great lift.
Causes that shot to go wide.
Yeah, and about 10 feet high. Let's see, we got the first midfield here for the Trojans. Armistead, that's the guy we want to keep, number 35. He's the guy we want to keep our eyes on today. There he goes with a nice lefty shot. Good save by Carlson. Beakley with another ground ball.
Beakley's been all over the place today.
Yeah, Beakley's their ground ball machine. Played some LSM for him last year. Now he's down playing close defense. So obviously you want to keep your best guys on the field as much as possible, and Beakley's that defender for the Aztecs. But good dodge by Armistead. I thought it was a good save by Carlson. Not a bad offense. Armistead gets a short stick. He's probably going to dodge that guy 9 out of 10 times. First midfield's out here for the Aztecs. Second midfield did an all right job for the Aztecs. I like to think the first midfield is going to probably obviously do a little bit better. And Dodge is your guy. Nice shot.
Shot from 25.
Jeffries.
Ooh. Jeez. Great stop by the SDSU goalie, Troy Carlson.
Yeah, man, that's how you run a fast break, too. That's not how you finish your shot. That's exactly how you run a fast break. I mean, that was tic-tac-toe. Great ball movement. Great ball movement. Great save by Carlson, but the ball movement, that's something we've been impressed about with USC so far.
Yeah, really precise passing.
I mean, both teams so far have run fast breaks, and you've seen one team run it well and another team not run it so well.
Just want to let any followers or viewers out there know that we are live on Twitter. If you want to hit us up on the SLC Lacrosse Twitter feed, we'd be more than happy to reply. We got a player down for SDSU. I believe that was Kevin
McMahon?
McMahon, yeah.
Should be all right. I think he's moving around over there on the sidelines. Trainers checking him out. Should be good.
Wow. Another good stop from SDSU goalie.
And a great ground ball by Gargis. Good ride. Wow, what a ride. And a great timeout. Great ride by the Trojans. Good timeout by Coach Gittleman.
Had a timeout with 2:30 left in the first. We're gonna take a quick break. We'll be right back.
Founded in 2007, the Alex Archie Foundation was formed to help student athletes achieve their dreams through lacrosse and life. The AAF is a nonprofit that provides scholarships, equipment, and support to startup and struggling youth and high school lacrosse programs that are dedicated to helping their players stay in school and fulfill their dreams on and off the field. For more information or ways you can help, please go to www.alexarchiefoundation.com, or you can write to Mr. Archie at ctarchie, A-R-C-H-I-E, at AOL.com. Founded in 2007, the Alex Archie Foundation was formed to help students.
Back joining us at SDSU, 2:30 left in the first. USC coming back from their timeout.
Yeah, great timeout by Coach Gittleman. 2.5 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Want to make sure that you get a good possession here. You know, I always say don't give up a goal under 2 minutes. Always get goals under 2 minutes of every quarter, so we'll see how the Aztecs defense is. This is going to be a must stop, I believe, for the Aztecs.
Definitely a big lift if they can get a stop here.
Yeah, number 20 with a good sweep, looks to the back pipe. Number 9, nowhere to be found. Throws the ball out of bounds. That possession took about 23 seconds.
Oh, what an errant pass right across the middle.
Wow, great job by Gargis to get a piece. And McMahon, obviously, he's already on the end line after he threw the pass, the errant pass. He's got to, runs it out to give the Aztecs the ball back. Not sure what McMahon was thinking on that pass there. That was about a 40-yard pass. It was his counterpart defender there. And good job by Trojans. Obviously, pick off an easy pass and get the shot on cage. But Gargis, man, great hustle by Gargis to get a stick on that shot. And that's just, you know, I feel like the Aztecs have a lot of athletic kids, a lot of guys that can make plays. Unfortunately, the discipline part of being an athlete just is not, it's just not there right now. You can have all the skills in the world, but if you don't have it in your head, unfortunately, you're going to be one of those teams that underperforms, you know, and you want to be one of those teams that overachieves every season. So the Aztecs are going to have to get it together if they're going to get back on the board here and get going in this game. Good ball movement. First midfield's out there for the Aztecs. McKeon with the dodge down the righty alley, throws back. Here's Maloney, good lefty shot.
Maloney with a nice left shot.
Yeah, right off of Katzman's left hip. And right now, the Aztecs have scored 2 goals going down the goalie's right side alley, which makes sense because most of these guys are going to shoot to the far pipe, which is Katzman's offside hip. And that's where both goals, well, actually Dodd scored 5-hole, right? And now Maloney scores offside hip. We got ourselves a 3-2 game here.
Yeah.
39 seconds to go.
40-second mark, big goal for them to get right before this quarter. It's like you were saying, it's always important to score in that last 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Oh.
And
Is that a
maybe a hold there on the face-off.
Yeah, no. Little scrum in the middle of the field. Aztecs come away with it.
Good job by Anthony there on the ground ball. I thought Hicks got held on the face-off, but there was no call there. 10 seconds to go. Josh Brent forces a shot. Katzman's able to run it out. We're going to go into the second quarter, 3-2 with the Trojans leading.
And that's going to conclude our first quarter. We'd like to hear some few words from Coach Jackson.
We're here. Jordan.
Welcome back. We're getting ready to get set for the second quarter. Aztecs are down by 1. 2-3 Trojans.
Yeah, and I think if you're the Aztecs, you just want to clean it up on the substitutions and the ball control. Make sure you get good possessions each time. If you're the Trojans, keep the ball movement. You got great ball movement going. Good motion, good movement on offense. You just got to take higher quality shots. Carlson's done a good job here in the first quarter. He made 5 saves. But some of those weren't too difficult. So good first quarter to see what happens here in the second.
Another face-off win for number 18, Ryan Hicks.
And he hasn't lost a face-off all day. That's his 6th win of the day.
Definitely a strong point for the Aztecs.
It's actually his 7th win. We got Dodds, Maloney, McKeon, with Jeffries, Brent, and
we have
Lees.
a couple. Sorry, Chris. We got a couple shout-outs from Twitter. Mary McKeon. Shout out to senior Connor McKeon.
And there he is with a shot.
Proud of you, son.
He was trying to get one for you.
Sorry,
Perfect timing. Hey, sorry. Hey, she gave us a shout out. Her son was trying to get her a goal there.
Talk about timing. We have another one from Matthew Hager. At Chris Malone, SDSU, number 14. Boo Shali, team president.
Boo Shali? Is that how you pronounce his name?
Boo Shali.
All right, there you go.
Thank you, Mr. Hager.
Boo Shali. That is what I will say for the remainder of the game. Thank you.
Yeah, we appreciate that.
Why did I think it was Beakley? I think Miss. Yeah, that's. I think it is Beakley. It is. All right, here we go. Trojans first possession, second quarter. Thanks for the shout outs. Trojans being patient, a little careless here, but they're being patient, not force anything. Got a 50-50 ground ball over there, 2-on-2 GB. Ooh, looks like, yeah, it's going to be a push with possession. It's going to be a 30-second penalty. On Pietro, number 13 for the Trojans. Love to know how to pronounce number 20's name for the Trojans. David Askew.
Askew?
That's what I'm going to go with.
Might be getting a Twitter feed here in a little bit on how the pronunciation should be.
Trojans first man up of the day. This is actually exactly what you want if you're Coach Jackson. Let's have their first offensive or second offensive possession here in the quarter to be a man up. They're starting to 3-3. Got Dodds and Jeffries and McKeon, and you got Brett, you got Maloney, you got Lees. Still in that 3-3, doing a little wheel. Moving the ball from one side to the other. I think you got to get a skip pass in here somewhere, or keep the ball hot. Easy save for Katzman off McKeon's shot. Now we're all even. Trojans were able to fight off the man down. Back to 6-on-6 here. A little windy up here, so if you hear it. Yeah, Jeffries is number 25 for the Aztecs. He's a freshman, good player. He's got some shakes to him. He's got a really good stick. Good ground ball by Dodds. Now you got to pick it up and move it and see if you can get something. Aztecs got to play with a little bit more of a sense of urgency here. Good patience here. Good patience here by the Aztecs. There's Lees. Ball gets taken away. Good ground ball. Number 37 for the Trojans. Fortunately, we don't have his number or his name on our roster. But a good ground ball, and here they are in transition. Ball gets deflected. It's going to be white ball here. Ooh. A little careless there. Almost trying to play too fast. You know, part of this game is you gotta know yourself, know what you can do. The key is to play fast, but you also have to play within yourself.
Yeah, I remember a saying when I played sports, you got to be quick, but don't rush.
Yeah, take a deep breath, be relaxed. Like right now, I mean, we were balls being dropped all over the field. I don't know if that's nerves or if that's skill level. I don't know what that is.
Definitely a little sloppy.
Just catch and throw here, gentlemen. But we do have some new faces out here. On defense for the Aztecs, you got number 6, Gleason Christian. He's new to the game. And there's Armistead right there with a great look, but a great save by Carlson. Armistead seems to be the guy that does it for the Trojans. I mean, every time the ball's in number 35 stick, something good usually happens. But Carlson comes up with his 6th save of the game. At least that's what I have. He might have a couple more.
No, I think I have him at 6 as well.
There you go. And there's a more patient clear. No rush, under control. Take your time. Let's just get the ball to the offensive end of the field, and let's see what our attack and our offensive middies can do.
Coming up on the 9-minute mark here in the second. Score is still 3-2 Trojans. Aztecs down on their offensive area.
Yeah, they got their second midfield out there now. Rebic, number 23. Number 42 is Marcos. And it looks like the gentleman dodging right now would be number, is that 30? It's on the far sideline over there. We're not getting a good look at his jersey.
I think that's Cole Fergus.
Fergus, there you go.
Wow.
Love the dodge by Jeffries off the pipe.
Yeah.
Katzman with another save. Both goalies playing well right now. There's another
Great
save. Sorry. Another
Really
save by
save.
Katzman. Beakley all over him. Aztec defenders are not shy. They will get on you. You better move your feet and know what you want to do with the ball. Good pick right there.
Yeah, number 21 set a good pick at the top. Oh.
Right, so there's a push from behind. Mahan. Carlson with another save. Just gonna call him McMahon. McMahon's an aggressive defender, man. He is not shy. Good clear.
Wow.
Lee's just missing wide. Katzman runs it out. But that I will going back to their fast break there. It looked pretty good.
Yeah.
Ball just got deflected on the shot. But compared to their previous fast breaks that they've had in the first quarter, that one looked the best. Just a little unlucky there with getting the shot deflected.
Definitely looked a lot more calculated.
And there's our guy Armistead again. I mean, that guy's got a good stick. He's got good shakes. There's a save by Carlson again. McMahon just right place, right time.
Uh-oh.
Tough pass. I mean, that's a 30-yard pass.
Armstead right there.
Oh, good hit. It's a good hit by Gargis.
Wow.
I don't know if you do.
I don't either.
But it was a good finish. But look, it all starts with the Aztecs clearing game. You got McMahon down there on the end line, throwing the ball to a guy 30 yards up the field. That's just a long pass. Rebick, the midfielder's got to come back to the ball, make that 30-yard pass a 15-yard pass, 10 times easier, and then you're going to clear it out. So you just make your life difficult on yourself when you have to throw 30-yard passes on a regular basis. Doesn't tend to work out for you.
No, that was Armstead with the assist, though, right?
You know what? I didn't see who had the assist. It was obviously an unsettled situation, kind of a tic-tac-toe. First face-off win by the Trojans. First one of the day.
All day, yeah.
And here's that pressure. There it is. Beakley's all over it. There you go. Way to run away from pressure. Gargis gets in the right spot. Easy clear here for the Aztecs. Take care of the ball, Aztecs. Settle it down. You're down by 2. Haven't had the ball in offense for a while. Take care of it. 5.5. Coming up on 5.5 minutes to go in this quarter. I will say, Beakley, I mean, the defense of the Aztecs with Beakley, McMahon, and Gargis, they're aggressive. They'll get the ball on the ground. If they can limit their turnovers in the clearing game, and they can limit their push from behinds and loose ball pushes, they'll just be more effective. But it's a good athletic group.
Yeah, not afraid to get up in you.
No. Now here they go. You got starting attack out there with, actually looks like Maloney's on attack right now. Maloney's down on attack. He's out there with Jeffries and Lease. At the midfield, you got McKeon, Dodds, at number 30. Looks like it's
Cole Fergus.
Cole Fergus.
Ooh. Maloney with the shot just left.
I like this group for the Aztecs. I'm surprised you got Jeffries on the crease. I'm surprised on the crease. I would expect him to come out. Dodge with a roll back. Gets the ball to the other wing to to Fergus. Good slide. The thing is, on these alley dodges, you really don't have the best angle to shoot. You know, our goal, coaching at Arizona State, our goal is to take every shot inside the hash marks. If you can take every shot inside the hash marks, those are quality shots. And if you notice, if you're outside these hash marks, you don't have the best angle. That's a little different there because Jeffries got to stick to the inside of the field, right? But that's a great save by Katzman.
That low shot.
Yeah, and you probably need to change the plane of your shot there, but still, I mean, Jeffries can shoot pretty hard. Good job by Katzman to knock it down. And we're just getting a little careless here. It's Carlin for the Trojans. Take care of the ball. Breathe a little bit. You have more time than you think. Here's Armistead. Finally got a pull on Armistead. It's about time.
That's something they need to start doing.
Yeah, you got to pull Armistead. You put a short stick on him, you're in trouble. There's that lift. Good lift by Gargis.
Ooh.
But you know what? I mean, the Aztec defense makes you pick it up a notch. Makes you go faster than you probably want to.
Yeah, the Aztecs definitely help create turnovers. That aggressive defense. Just under 3 minutes here left in the second.
Coach Jackson with a timeout for the Aztecs. He did have it when he called the timeout. Good timeout.
2:35 left. Welcome back here to the game. 2:35 left in the second. Trojans still up 4-2. About to get underway.
This is a big possession. Take some time off the clock. Get a good quality shot. Katzman's actually seen the ball pretty well right now, so you got to make sure it's a quality shot. I mean, I thought that shot by Jeffries last time was a good spot for the Aztecs, about 10 yards, stick to the middle of the field, just like right here. A little further out, but good job by Brent. Once again, they're running that play for Josh Brent, popping off the crease. Aztecs in a 1-4-1 right now. They actually got their second midfield on. Here's Jeffries dodging from behind. Wow. What a take by the freshman. Splits to his left hand, finds the far net. Right off the pipe. Wow. Quick dodge by Jeffries to get his hands free.
Good key goal to get before halftime. SDSU, Jeffries with the goal here at 2:04 left in the second.
It's a good timeout by Coach Jackson. Even better for his offensive players to come out and actually execute what he wanted them to do. We've been talking about the discipline of the Aztecs, and it doesn't get much better than that.
Yeah, as a former coach, you gotta love to see that. Coming up at halftime, SLC President Matt Holman will interview Nick Wallace from nickpicks.org. Nickspicks.org, sorry.
First midfield's back in here for the Aztecs. As you know, we're under 2 minutes. I keep running that same play for Brent. Trojans don't seem to have an answer for it, or go with Jeffries. He's the one who can create for you. And nothing wrong with just spinning the ball around and taking a solid 30 seconds off this clock. Good check. Good check by number 5 for the Trojans.
Cole Robertson.
Yeah, Robertson's all over Dodds. And if Dodds had the first goal of the game for the Aztecs, he had a short stick on him. Now they have the pole on him. So the Trojans are able to make some adjustments there in the defensive end. But if I'm the Aztecs, I give the ball to Jeffries. He's got the hot hand.
Yeah.
Just had a great take. This is our second game this season of the Aztecs. I like the way he played in the first game. I like the way he's playing now. Ooh. And there's Josh Brent popping off the crease. Gets a feed from Maloney. Stick side low on Katzman. Ties it up at 4.
50-second mark. Ties it up at 4. From Josh Brent, big goal for SDSU to get things all square before half. Possibly go in with the lead if they can do some more damage.
Yeah, look, Hicks has been winning. I think he's won every face-off
exactly.
except for one. There's only been one that the Trojans have won, so that's definitely a possibility. But I think the best thing I've seen so far out of the Aztecs is that they're just patient. They're disciplined. They finally have just kind of settled down, taken a deep breath, and just understand that it's not them against a shot clock.
Right on cue, another win.
There's no shot clock out here. Man, Trojans, great pressure by the Trojans. They've been all over Hicks.
Just under 30 seconds left in the half.
Going to get a timeout for the Trojans. 25 seconds to go here in the second quarter. It's a great timeout by the Trojans. So here we are, 4-4. Trojans ball. Aztecs have essentially been a completely different team here in the last 5 minutes or 6 minutes of this game compared to the first 24 minutes of the game. And now the Trojans, they need to get something going here. Try to get a good quality shot. Like I said, I've always, you're playing on a field that's got a football field that's got the hash marks on it. You want to take shots inside the hash marks. But if I'm the Trojans, I'm looking for Armistead, create some separation from his defender and draw a slide and move the ball to the open guy and see if they can get something. I mean, he's been the most productive guy for them. I mean, he might not be the most productive guy in the stat sheet, but from a standpoint of creating offense for them, he's been their guy. And I would keep going through him, see what he can do. If he's got a pull on him, get a pick for him so he can get that short stick matchup and go from there.
Yeah, like you said, Armstead was one of their leading goal scorers last year, 25. .25 seconds left in the second. Just USC breaking from the timeout, about to get ready. Try and set something up and maybe get a goal here in the last 25 seconds for USC.
Aztecs are going to come out man-to-man. Thought maybe they'd come out in a zone, maybe show a look that Trojans haven't seen before. This sloppy play right there. Ball just falls out of the Trojan stick. It's going to be a big ground ball. Don't want to give up an easy one. Don't want to give up an easy one here.
And that's the horn. It's going to be halftime 4-4 here at the SLC Game of the Week. We'll be coming back to you with the second half. Thank you very much. And stay tuned for that interview. President Matt Holman interviewing Nick Wallace on nickspicks.org.
we ask questions. But that's only the first step of a journey. How do we give artificial limbs the ability to really touch and feel? How can studying viruses in coral help save entire reefs from dying out?
How do we put a nuclear-powered rover on the surface of Mars? At San Diego State, we're not just thinking about these things.
This is where we make great things happen.
One of the greatest things about being a Trojan is rooting for our champion athletes. You already know about Trojan football with our 11 national championships and 6 Heismans. But did you know that USC has 94 NCAA championships, most recently in men's water polo and men's tennis? Also, USC has sent more athletes to the Olympic Games than any other university. And if USC were a country, we would be ranked in the top 20 in overall medals. And don't forget the USC Marching Band, the only university marching band with 2 platinum albums. But we Trojans pride ourselves on more than just athletics.
At USC, the academic opportunities are endless. USC integrates classic liberal arts and professional education. Students are encouraged to explore diverse interests and combine academic disciplines. With more than 30 academic departments in the USC Dornsife College, 17 professional schools, and the Keck Medical Center of USC, students pursue a wide variety of learning opportunities from over 160 majors. And with an average class size of 26, students have close access to faculty members.
Campus life is if I can go to a football game, work on a student organization to build a space-bound rocket, and grab a milkshake with my friends all on the same day. And because we're in the heart of Los Angeles, world-class performers, prize-winning authors, speakers, musicians, artists, heads of state all come to our campus and our classrooms. You'll never know who you'll run into.
USC is one of the premier research institutions in the country. Our research centers span the arts, humanities, social and natural sciences, engineering, and technology, including the world-renowned Shoah Foundation. USC has 23 libraries with over 4 million volumes and are amongst the oldest libraries in California.
This is the Whitney Alumni House, the oldest university building in Southern California, built when USC was first founded in 1880. I chose USC because when you become a Trojan, you join the Trojan family. It's a lifelong experience that starts here on campus and continues with the close friendships, community pride, and even the new connections you form with fellow Trojans throughout your life and around the world. Fight on!
I love SDSU because of the Arc, and the Arc has a climbing wall, and I love to rock climb.
I love SDSU because of the people. You know, everyone around here is great. The environment around campus is awesome, and it's a place where I can really call home.
We love SDSU because of basically the atmosphere and all the cool people that you get to meet on a day-to-day basis.
I like the professors. They just kind of make you feel really comfortable in the classroom setting.
I love SDSU because of all the leadership opportunities I've had since I've come to state. I've gotten really involved in Associated Students and Greek life.
I love SDSU because the weather here is perfect all the time. I like going to the basketball games and the show and being a part of the crowd. And it's a great environment here in San Diego.
I love SDSU because of the cultural diversity it provides and all the new faces I can meet on campus.
I love SDSU because it's where I met all my closest friends.
I love SDSU because of the great school pride, the attentive professors, and the year-round sunshine.
I love SDSU because of our awesome athletic facilities.
I love San Diego State because my on-campus involvement has not only given me the skills to succeed on campus, but off campus as well.
I love SDSU because it's a great campus and there are so many nice students to meet.
And I love SDSU because this is where I met my best friend.
I love SDSU because the basketball games are great, the facilities are great, and you can just, have a great time with friends.
To be honest, I love SDSU because it's a picture-perfect campus. Anywhere you go on campus and take a picture, it looks like you're straight out of a magazine.
Founded in 2007, the Alex Archie Foundation was formed to help student athletes achieve their dreams through lacrosse and life. The AAF is a nonprofit that provides scholarships, equipment, and support to startup and struggling youth and high school lacrosse programs that are dedicated to helping their players stay in school and fulfill their dreams on and off the field. For more information or ways you can help, please go to www.alexarchiefoundation.com, or you can write to Mr. Archie at ctarchie, ARCHIE, at AOL.com. Israel Lacrosse is a proud supporter of the SLC Game of the Week. Team Israel is looking for Jewish lacrosse players who are ages 18 to 26 to participate in the 3rd annual lacrosse birthright trip this June. Limited to 40 spots, this trip is completely free and includes round-trip airfare from New York to Tel Aviv. These spots are going quick. If you are a Jewish lacrosse player, don't miss out on this opportunity of a lifetime. Register now at www.israellacrosse.com.
At San Diego State, we ask questions. But that's only the first step of a journey. How do we give artificial limbs the ability to really touch and feel? How can studying viruses in coral help save entire reefs from dying out?
How do we put a nuclear-powered rover on the surface?
Hey, we're back here at the SLC Game of the Week halftime, all tied up, SDSU and USC. I'm Matt Holman, the SLC president here, and I'm joined in the booth by kind of a celebrity here at San Diego State, especially when I was here coaching. We have young Nick Wallace here in the booth with us, and for those of you that may remember, Nick was our honorary captain with the Aztecs back in the day. Now he's old. He's all of 16.
Yep.
And he's here visiting. He's going to tell us a little bit more about Nick's Picks. It's nickspicks.org. You guys check it out. Nick, welcome.
Thank you very much.
How you doing, young man?
I'm doing very well. How about yourself?
I'm good. The question probably on everybody's mind is, how are you doing health-wise, Nick? You can explain you're a liver transplant recipient.
Yeah.
How you doing?
Right now I'm actually doing very well health-wise. I'm gonna try out for Torrey Pines lacrosse on Tuesday, and just preparing myself. Hope for the best.
Good. We can't keep you off the field, huh?
No, not gonna happen.
Now tell everybody about Nick's Picks. Just, in general, it came about when you were first in the hospital, yes?
Yeah, Nick's Picks actually started when I went to see my friend for his first chemotherapy, because he had a type of bone cancer, and I brought him in a Vaughn's bag, actually the 11 items that I loved most when I was on isolation, and I went there to just sit in on his chemotherapy.
Oh, that's cool. And then that has graduated to these nicely designed backpacks with your logo on them.
Yes, it has evolved.
Your logo is it's a white seal?
It is a white harp seal, which is my favorite animal, playing lacrosse in the background.
Cool. And for those of you who don't know, Nick, you've got 11 items, and these items are just kind of comfort items, keep you occupied, in the hospital.
Things that I found that I could pass the time in the hospital very easily.
Tell us what do you got in there?
So we got the mascot, the harp seal, a stuffed seal of comfort for when you need it, when hard times are coming through. We got a basketball hoop. We actually have boys and girls backpacks now, which include slightly different stuff. In the girls' backpacks, you have a drawing kit instead of a basketball hoop.
Cool.
But yeah, the basketball hoop is actually glow in the dark, so your parents can never say no to "I can't find the ball."
Nice. And right before we go here, we have a quick shout out to your sister. Isn't she a board member of your foundation?
She is the CFO, which stands for the Chief Fun Officer instead. But yeah,
So Lexi's here smiling, and she broke her arm, so we hope she gets better quickly.
Yeah.
So Nick, I appreciate you stopping by. We're going to let the guys get back to the game.
Yeah, for sure.
And again, that's nickspicks.org. You guys can log on, make a quick donation. Any donation of, I think it's $25 each donation will get another backpack. Is that 50? I'm sorry. It's $50, so each $50 donation gets them an entire backpack. So we'll turn it over back to the guys in the booth here. We appreciate it, Nick, and stay tuned for the second half of the ballgame. And we're back at halftime, and I'll stay with Chris Malone.
All right.
Start of the second half. The good old boys back together again.
Yeah, got you back.
We'll let Jordan take a pause for the cause here.
Hicks starts exactly where he left off after the first half with another face-off win. He's won every face-off today except for one.
And I'll apologize in advance. Our planned halftime, we had both coaches' interviews, and they came up blank, so we're going to have to cut those live next week when we're in Arizona, Chris.
Perfect.
It's the only way to go.
Yeah, let's get them out there.
Yep. His coaches are saying some good stuff. Chris is having some great conversations with these guys, so we'll try to piece those together and maybe just upload them as a separate video. It's good stuff.
So if the Aztecs can play like they did the last 5 or 6 minutes of the first half, the Trojans are going to be in trouble. Just comes down to being disciplined, taking care of the ball, moving off the ball, doing all the little things that allow them quality shots. Here's Lease going at his defender. Little skip pass to McKeon. McKeon down the righty alley. And there you go.
Just like that.
McKeon gets one right past Katzman.
Just like that.
First shot of the second half. And McKeon with the goal puts the Aztecs up 1 at the 13:51 mark of the third quarter. But once again, just, Coach Jackson, we didn't listen to his interview before the game, but he talked about keeping things simple. And this game doesn't have to be difficult. You don't have to get too creative. You don't have to reinvent the game. Catch, throw, move the ball, move off the ball.
Right.
Take quality shots and good things can happen.
Fundamentals. It all comes down to fundamentals every time.
And there's Hicks again. He's got to work on. He's winning the draw every time. He's just got to work on knowing what to do in certain situations. Like right there, he's trying to goose the ball to his wingman Sandoval.
Right.
And he whiffed on it. Right. That's something face-off guys have to work on. Is goosing the ball.
It's winning the move, but it's also controlling the move after that. He stepped out of bounds there.
Actually, it was offsides.
Oh, okay.
Too many men, right? Not enough guys back. Got to have 4 back. They only had 3.
Well, Chris, it was good visiting with you at halftime, and good to see our friend Nick Wallace here doing well, and I'm going to turn it back over to Jordan.
Take care, Matt. Aztecs are 1-1, and they're 6-on-6 here. There's all kinds of ways to score goals. You got transition goals, you got man-up goals, you got unsettled goals on the offensive end, and you got your 6-on-6 goals. Very difficult to score 6-on-6 goals. Probably the hardest way to score. And the Aztecs are 1 for 1 in the second half. Nice little hitch move by Fergus. Gets his hands free. Good save by Katzman. Ground ball by Elise. You got to move it on. He's looking for the home run pass, but just keep it simple. Wow, good rip by Jeffries. Good left-handed rip by Jeffries off the crossbar. And we have essentially a 4-on-4 GB. Rebick comes up with it and wants to just slow it down. I always emphasize pushing the ball off a ground ball. Jordan, welcome back. I know I'm doing a lot of talking right now.
No, thank you, Chris.
Back, buddy.
Appreciate you holding it down.
But off that GB, Rebick, some guys look at it like, I got the ball, I'm all good. No, let's move the ball. The defense is out of position. Let's move the ball and see if we can get an easy one. Good lift right there, and Trojans are going to come up with the ball.
And some good defense by number 37, Dixon Strawn. Able to get that pass through.
So Jordan, number 12's name is Coleman Lee, just so you know.
Thank you.
I was able to pick that up at halftime. Coleman Lee has 1 goal on the day. A lot of different goal scorers for both teams. We don't have one guy who has 2 goals for either team. So we have 9 different goal scorers today. There's Nate Galper feeling the pressure of McMahon on him.
Wow.
Nate's a freshman that's going to draw a penalty right there. It's just uncalled for.
Yeah,
don't need it.
Really unnecessary.
No point. No. Just doesn't make any sense. That's a selfish play by McMahon. All he's worried about is trying to hurt Galper.
Maybe just a frustration.
Honestly, I think that's just the way he plays. Second game now. He's very aggressive. Great look by Armistead.
Oof.
Might be another one here. Nope. So we're going to get the Trojans on man up. Trojans are 1 for 2 on the day.
10:15 left here in the third.
So here we go with their third. And I like to think we're going to probably see what we've seen already. We're going to start on 3-3. We're going to get a cutter. Guys will rotate, do a little wheel action. And then we'll start feeding guys. Scored on their first one. San Diego State. Wow. They're going to call a loose ball push on the Trojans on Coleman Lee. And here's Sandoval off to the races. The Aztecs, their defense, if they can learn how to control their aggression, they could be an extremely difficult defense to score on. Because we've seen it now twice on man down. They've actually dislodged the ball from the Trojans player when on man down. And we've seen them get the ball on the ground and actually do a pretty good job of just controlling themselves. But when they're out of control and when they try to really hurt players, that's when they put their team at a disadvantage.
Yeah, that's where the eye comes in. You got to be a little bit more team-oriented.
So here we go with the first midfield, first attack for the Aztecs, spinning the ball around. Once again, it's been the biggest difference from my eyes is just how much calm they are and how much more patient they are when they're playing offense or clearing the ball. There's no rush. Like right there, Jeffries could have forced a pass to the inside, but he decided not to. You know, good hitch move here by Brent. He's done a good job. He's got the short stick, so he's thinking, yeah, I might be able to get something here. But he goes back. But like in the first 20 minutes of the game, we didn't see that.
No.
You know, we didn't see an offense just understanding that, you know, if they have the ball, they're the only ones that can score. And, you know, just being patient. Good lift right there by Armistead. He's really been all over the field for the Trojans, just making plays on both ends.
The Dodds didn't even know he lost it.
No, and that ball does have some weight to it, so you should know. And here comes that pressure again.
By the SDSU defense. Armstead.
And look, there's Armstead right here. He's gonna take
Nice
on Dodds.
juke.
So he just took it from Dodds, and now he's actually going to dodge Dodds. You know, that's one of the great things about the MCLA. You'll see a lot of midfielders play both ways. They'll play offense, they'll play defense. You don't necessarily always see that. What a save! Carlson.
Off the top bar, saved it.
That hit the crossbar?
It did, yes.
Oh,
it just came straight down.
Wow, unfortunate there for Coleman Lee.
Great shot.
But going back, I mean, you'll see a lot of guys play offense and defense out of the midfield position. And in my eyes, that's the way the game should be played.
I agree.
You know, let these guys run up and down the field. Aztecs are going to get their second line in here. You got Fergus, you got Rebick. And number 42, Marcos. Sorry, Gonzalez. Sorry, go ahead, Jordan.
We have a shout out from one of our SLC Twitter feeds. Circus Peanut from Austin, Texas. We have another one from Coachella Valley. Marco Andrade. Thank you for watching.
Good looks for the Aztec middies. Fergus, good hard dodge, gets a rollback, skips it through to Rebick, and Rebick just misses the cage with a lefty shot. But good patience here, 1-4-1 offense. I think this is a great possession, get a goal or not. This is a good possession for the Aztecs. Lets the defense rest, lets the first midfield rest. Oh, good job by the Trojans. Anticipating the pass.
Peter Holland.
Peter Holland picks it off.
That's going to be a flag.
Holland picked up 46 ground balls last year for the Trojans.
Wow.
He's got 10 this year. He just picked up at least number 11. I don't know if he has any, haven't been keeping track of his GBs today, but obviously one of the veterans have come back from last year's team with some experience. And here we go. Here the Aztecs are going to go man down, Trojans man up. We're going to get an offsides call. 32nd, illegal procedure.
Real quick, we just have another Twitter feed from Matthew Hager. You guys are correct on number 14. A fellow alum let me know the whole team is pronounced it wrong. Nicknamed Bobby Boucher from Waterboy.
Well,
Thank you, Matthew.
Well, Beakley's having a great day.
We're staying hydrated up here, Matthew. Thank you for watching out.
Trojans actually in a different set here on man up. You got Armistead behind.
Ooh,
wow.
Off the post again.
Good. I don't know if there was a save there or not. Actually, that's Coleman Lee behind. Finds number 20, Askew, for the shot. So they're coming out in a 2-3-1. I'm counting from up top. And they're letting Coleman Lee just find guys. And there's 24 for his second goal.
Belshi
with a rip. His first goal is from essentially the same spot. Just that righty rip. Got to stick to the inside and just lets it fly. And we're all tied up at 5. But you know what? That was a great adjustment by the Trojans coaching staff. They were 1 for 3 on man up going to that one. Now they're 2 for 4. And the last 2, they just sat at 3-3. Didn't really get much. They decided to change up their formation, and they got 2 great looks on that man up. And Belshi was able to bury his shot.
Face-off win for USC.
That's only their second of the day.
I believe it was Ewing Ross.
Under control. Gargis under control. There you go. Right, don't create an advantage for the offense when you don't need to. You know, McMahon under control. He's just going to lay the lumber. He's going to be physical.
Oh.
Sometimes it works out for you, sometimes it doesn't, but here we go.
Wow.
Here's one thing I learned over my coaching days when you got takeaway guys. If you get the ball on the ground, you got to then pick it up. Then your team has got to run an offense and hopefully get a good shot off. If you throw takeaway checks and you don't land them, you just created instant offense for the offensive team. The percentage of them scoring off of your checks is a lot higher than your team scoring off of your checks, right?
Totally.
So like right there, McMahon gets it on the ground, but then he doesn't get the ground ball. And then now they're man down, right? And they're man down again for the 5th time.
USC with the opportunity from that.
Now, I don't know who's going to the box, and I don't know what the call is. I want to say maybe there's an offside. We don't have someone on the sidelines to fill us in. But number Lease is going to be the one in the box, so I'm assuming maybe he went off sides. I don't know. But if I'm the Trojans, Go back to that 2-3-1 set. Get Coleman Lee behind the cage. Let him find his man Belshi. Or Armistead or any of these guys that can let it rip.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if we heard from Armstead soon.
Yeah, good cut by Armstead. Good pick there. And that's a play. They ran the same play last time. That's a far shot, 14 yards. Askew trying to get one there. Personally, if I'm the Trojans, I just sit in this 2-3-1 and let Coleman Lee find guys like he just did right there.
Wow.
And there you go. There you go. Askew with a great look to number 44.
Casey Crevitt.
Yeah, Casey Crevitt with a nice little finish inside. Not much Carlson can do there.
No, really good pass. Right in front of the goal. Pretty easy shot. 3 minutes left here in the third. USC just scored 6-5.
Now how are the Aztecs going to respond? Right, Aztecs went up 5-4. Trojans have gotten 2 here. How are the Aztecs going to respond? I'm not looking at their body language like they're ready to go. I'm kind of, shoulders are shrugged a little bit. I don't know what's going on, but there's another face-off win by the Trojans. Great GB. Great GB by Lammers. I don't know, Jordan, if you're seeing the same thing I'm seeing. But this Aztec team is an emotional team.
Yeah, that's not the kind of body language you want to be seeing from your.
No, you're down 1 goal. You know, go make the next play.
Exactly. You're right in it.
A lot of time left. Trojans are going to bring out their second midfield. Actually, sorry, they still got their first midfield out there. Except Armistead is not going to be out there. Dylan Carlin's going to replace Armistead on that first midfield. And he throws that one right out of bounds.
Yeah, that was a waste.
And that's just Carlin just not actually running hard. Just kind of going through the motions. That pass ended up being a pretty long pass. It ended up being about 20 yards. But you got to have a little bit better of an effort there.
Carter McKeon bringing it up for the Aztecs.
Yeah, even though that clear looked easy, I feel like there's still some confusion there for the Aztecs clearing that ball. But they got the first midfield on. They got Lees and Jeffries behind. They actually got a new attackman out there, number 28.
Eric Gonzalez.
Looks like Josh Brent is taking a break. I would go back to Jeffries. I would let Jeffries attack the cage. He can create separation. He takes care of the ball. He doesn't really force it too much. They're doing everything out of the midfield right now. The attackmen really haven't touched the ball yet on this possession. Everything's out of Rebeck, Dodds, and McKeon.
50 seconds left here in the third. Aztecs looking to score.
Well, maybe if I'm the Aztecs, you're down 1, don't go down 2.
Yeah.
I would kind of wait to really attack the cage until about the 20-second mark so you don't give the Trojans an opportunity on offense. And there you go, right? There's a little force by Lees.
Right on cue, Chris.
Yeah, and Askew. Oh, Rebick with a great takeaway. Going to draw the penalty here. Ooh. Doesn't look like they're going to get a flag there.
Wow.
I thought they might have got a trip call.
So did I.
15 seconds to go. Maloney comes in through the box. 10 seconds to go. Rebick with the short stick matchup. You got to like it. Pulls the trigger.
Wow, great stop.
Katzman all over it.
I think that's his 9th save today.
Yeah, Katzman has a number of saves. Does he have 9? I was going to say I have him for 8, but I'll give him 9.
He's having a good game.
And I just missed what happened there.
I believe it was between number 6 on the Trojans.
Carlin.
And I think it might have been Dodds on SDSU. Dodds or?
Number 3?
Dodds or Lease.
Or Lease,
I
number 7.
wasn't sure, yeah.
See what the call here is.
Might have a slashing penalty coming up.
On the Aztecs, that would put them man down for the 6th time today.
Yeah.
And I think one of our keys to the game today for the Aztecs was to limit the penalties. You know, you have 1, you have 2, okay. You can't have 6.
Yeah.
You can't have 6, not in these tight games.
Well, they said they didn't set a good precedent from the beginning. That
Right.
first quarter, I think they had 3.
In the first half, they had at least, they had 3.
I mean, just the first quarter.
First quarter,
Yeah.
they might have had all 3. Yeah, so, you know, look, there's being aggressive and then there's not being smart.
Yeah.
Right, and I think this last penalty was a situation we just was not a smart decision. Dead ball foul on USC? Is that what we're hearing?
Looking for a confirmation on
So
that.
maybe we're not seeing the same thing that the officials saw. But once again, we're not on the field. We don't know exactly everything going on.
So at the end of that third quarter, we had a dead ball foul on USC. So SDSU is going to be starting with the ball down in their offensive attack zone.
I was going to say, I don't see anybody in the penalty box, so it's just a conduct foul, no penalty. Glad to see that the Aztecs are not in the box again for the 6th time. They'll actually get possession here, down 1. Yeah, would love to have a mic in on the official chatter there at the end of the 3rd quarter to see what they're talking about. So the Aztecs will get it here, start the 4th quarter down 1.
If anyone wants to reach out to us, we're at SLC Lacrosse for our Twitter feed. Love to hear from you guys. Thank you for the viewers who've already tweeted in. We have an awesome tweet from Brian McKeon, cousin of, his dad, I'm sorry. The father of Connor McKeon is actually fishing on Kaneohe Bay in Hawaii, watching his son play lacrosse. Not a bad life.
That is awesome.
Hopefully he's on a yacht with a beer.
That is awesome. Here's that pressure that we've seen all day. We got a flag down. Looks like the Aztecs ran off sides, or they have too many men on. So I see 7 Aztecs down on the defensive end. You're only allowed 6. And that's just that could be a substitution issue, that could be a riding issue. That's just something they got to clean up.
Yeah, something they've been kind of struggling with all day.
All day. Beakley picks it off. All day. Just, unfortunately, they've kind of gone backwards a little bit here in terms of playing smart lacrosse. So here's that 6-man up for the Trojans, and if I'm the Trojans, I'm really liking my chances with Coleman Lee behind, and you got shooters like Belshie and Armistead and Askew, and you got Galper over there on the wing. You got number 44 Kravitz, who had the last goal on man up. There's Galper with a low-to-low rip. Carlson all over it. It's probably a little bit too quick. A little too quick there on the trigger. Good stop by Carlson.
Yeah, I think that's his 9th of the day.
Yeah, he's having a great day. He's playing pretty solid lacrosse right now. Look, he's only given up 6 goals. He's got 9 or 10 saves on the game. That works. Most coaches are going to take that. But can the Aztecs figure out a way to get one by Katzman?
They're going to have to.
Dodge has kind of been the initiator all day.
Yeah,
Not liking that pass right there at all.
I'd try and get Jeffries a little more involved for the Aztecs.
No question. Gonzalez has got to move his feet a little bit. That was just a little laziness on that exchange.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you got Jeffries and Dodge and Lease, those are your 3 guys right now that they got to go out and make plays.
Yeah, those are your playmakers.
But right now you got Jeffries dodging, 5 guys standing and watching. It doesn't really work. There's no off-ball movement. They got to get settled here, get back into a flow. Now Jeffries had the shorty, but now he's got the pole. USC did a great job by switching, getting the pole on Jeffries because they're seeing what we're seeing. He's one of their bigger threats.
Good check from number 12.
But the one thing that I don't like out of the Aztec offense is that when one guy dodges, there's too many guys standing and watching.
A lot of standing around.
The flag down. Mr. Official Bob Duggan throws the flag. Let's see what the call is here. I don't know what that call was.
Not sure what the call was either.
I couldn't tell. Unfortunately, I've never officiated a lacrosse game in my life, and I do not know all the hand signals.
Well, he had his back towards us that time, so even if he would have seen the hand signals, wouldn't have been much help.
Well, we got man up here for the Trojans. They got to take advantage of this one because they really haven't had much offensive production over the last 20 minutes or so. They're a 3-3. I'd like to see Dodge kind of step in. There's a wheel, there's a cutter, McKeon. Dodge and Jeffries.
Got to make something happen.
Yeah, the ball's got to move faster though. You got to move that ball. Lease is not afraid to pull the trigger, but it's got to be more crisp passes for the Aztec man-up unit here. A little slow on the exchanges. Just get the ball hot, move it around, and there you go. USC stops them for the 2nd time today.
Jeffries with the shot, saved by Katzman again.
And this is, you got to pick it up and move it here and see what you can get. There's a he's got the pole on him, Rebick. If that was a short stick, that would have been a great time to really go at the Trojan D. Trojan D, I'm impressed. They're staying tight. They're working well together.
Yeah, they seem to stay pretty disciplined today.
Yeah, they're making it difficult here for the Aztecs. It's been a long possession. Great handle inside.
Great stop by Katzman again.
Yeah.
He's having quite a day. I think that's his 11th or 12th stop today.
Yeah, and Holland comes up with a good GB. And if I'm the Trojans, you cannot turn it over here because your defense is tired. Great hit, good clean hit.
Austin Rebick on the move.
Yeah, you don't see clean hits, too many clean ones these days. The officials really being focused on the safety of the players. That was clean. I mean, that was textbook right there. It doesn't get much better than that. But the Trojans have to be tired. Have to be tired right now. I mean, that last possession for the Aztecs had to be over 2 minutes.
Yeah.
And here we are at 9 minute, 8:55 on the clock. 6-5 ball game. Second midfield for the Aztecs, and here you go.
Ooh,
I mean,
jeez,
that's as good of a look as you're going to get. It's a great look. That's probably been one of their best looks they've had in the last 20 minutes.
And the wall, Katzman.
Yeah.
Just says no, no, no.
And Katzman did not start the season as their starting goalie. I believe his first start of the year was yesterday against San Diego. And now he's showing us why he deserves to be the starter.
And he replaced Christian Davey?
He did.
Well, you can see why today.
Yeah. Now you like to think Coach Gittleman is going to tell his troops to slow it down. We haven't had the ball down on this end of the field in a long time. We're up 1. Good decision. You got Coleman Lee with a short stick. I don't know why he's. I get it. You want to move the ball around, but I'm surprised Coleman Lee still has a short stick.
Oh.
And that's why he needed to have the pull on him. That's a great look over to Kravitz right there.
Stopped by Carlson. Way to step in there.
Might be able to get something here if they're. There you go.
Wow.
Off the pipe. Fergus not afraid to let it fly. Trojans looking a little tired. They're looking a little slow right now. Fergus, no one stopped the ball. He just decided to step in, let it go, and off the goalie's right pipe. And this one's an errant pass by Katzman. And the Aztecs have controlled the entire fourth quarter, but they got nothing to show for it. But you like to think that at some point, if they keep attacking here, they're going to find the back of the net.
It definitely look like they have a little pep in their step now.
Yeah, and the Trojans, I can see the Trojans being slow to slide. Don't attack the poles, gentlemen. Oh, good hit.
Wow.
22 coming in from out of the box. Good hit by 22 of the Aztecs.
Forrest Conley.
Conley with a
big hit.
Big hit on that GB.
Getting congratulated from his teammates on that hit.
And Coach Jackson calls his first timeout of the second half. Smart timeout. He's getting a little sloppy out there. They need to settle it down and figure out what they want to do. And I would be surprised if they didn't come back in here and run a play for Josh Brent. They've run a play for him a couple times out of the timeout. Seems to be a guy that can get open and get his hands free for a shot. So we'll see what they do.
6:33 left here in the fourth. Might not be a bad idea to go to Josh Brent again. We're going to take a quick break here at 6:33. We'll be right back with the rest of the fourth quarter.
Israel Lacrosse is a proud supporter of the SLC Game of the Week. Team Israel is looking for Jewish lacrosse players who are ages 18 to 26 to participate in the 3rd annual lacrosse birthright trip this June. Limited to 40 spots, this trip is completely free and includes round-trip airfare from New York to Tel Aviv. These spots are going quick. If you are a Jewish lacrosse player, don't miss out on this opportunity of a lifetime. Register now at www.israellacrosse.com.
Thank you for getting back with us. We're here at SDSU, about to finish the fourth quarter. 6:33 left. Here we go.
First midfield of Maloney, McKeon, and Dodds actually isn't out there. We have a new guy, number 32, new player, 32 for the Aztecs.
Adrian Jeffries.
I believe it's actually Ward. Jeffries is, oh, sorry, that's 22. That's just a quick turnover there. So that was 22 who had the big hit at the end of before the timeout.
Forrest Conley, yeah.
Good save by Carlson. That's a high arcing pass. If you threw it out a little bit faster, they might have been able to get some numbers.
A little too much air under that pass.
Yeah. But hey, at the end of the day, you have the ball, you have possession.
Good clear.
Get your guys on. Sandoval gets it over to Dodds. He's going to sub out. There we go. Fergus is going to come in. On attack, you got Maloney, Jeffries, and Lease. And I don't know if Josh Brent got injured, but he's not out there. So here we go, coming up on the 5:15 minute mark, and there's Maloney with a great take for his left hand. Runs right by the Trojan defender, and not much Katzman can do there. But I have to think that the Trojan defense is tired. They have to be tired because they have not had the ball on offense for probably more than a minute in this fourth quarter. So that's just, look, no slide. Defender wasn't moving his feet. Maloney went right at him. I love the take. Good job by the coaching staff to get Maloney down on attack. He's more of a midfielder. So Maloney gets his second of the day, tie the game up at 6. And there's Hicks. He's pretty much been automatic today. And once again, Trojans down on the defensive end. They need to get a stop. They need to take care of the ball on offense. They need to get a breather. Wouldn't be surprised if Coach Gittleman, who I believe has 2 timeouts left, down on one knee over there, encouraging his players to get a stop here. But I wouldn't be surprised if he calls a timeout here if he can on the defensive end.
Just to give his team a little rest.
Yeah, might, call a timeout off a whistle, call a timeout, ball goes out of bounds. I mean, you do what you can. There's another shot. There's a good shot by Dodge, but I just think his defense is just gassed right now, and there's not much team defense happening. It's more individual D because they're just a step behind.
Real quick, we'd like to thank one of our viewers all the way out in Denmark. YouTube playlist. Thank you for watching.
And if I'm the Aztecs, get the ball to your hot hand. I mean, Maloney ran right by the Trojan defender, number 37, earlier. I don't know why you just want to go back to him. 37 was guarding him again.
Yeah.
This time, you go through.
You got to feed the hot hand.
Go through Rebick. He's a good player, but he just hasn't been the biggest threat for them. And there, has the turnover. And I think we're seeing why maybe Katzman didn't start off the year in his clearing game. Great ride right there. Great ride.
Wow.
Gets the turnover. We got a good opportunity here. Lease.
Wow.
Great save by Katzman. Jeffries.
Goal.
Wow.
SDSU takes the lead with 3:06 left here in the fourth. Big goal from Jeffries. That is third of the day?
That's Jeffries' second of the
day.
I'm
sorry.
Pretty impressed with Lee staying with the play. Most guys, when they don't score that goal, they might stop playing and just go, oh man, feel sorry for themselves. Lee stuck with it, picks up the GB. Jeffries gets into a great passing lane and able to bury one. Gives the Aztecs the lead with 3:06 to go here. And I believe there was a timeout there by the Trojans. And I was saying, I mean, Coach Gittleman, he's played at a high level. He's coached at a high level. He understands. I think he understands his defense is tired, and this face-off coming up is a big one.
We're going to take a quick break with 3:06 left here in the fourth quarter. We'll be right back.
And a reminder, coming up on Friday, our next SLC game of the week, we're taking the show on the road to Phoenix. We've got the rematch of the 2015 MCLA Division I championship between University of Colorado and Grand Canyon. So the Buffs versus the Lopes. Next Friday, 7 p.m., and that's local time, Phoenix time. So check your timepieces because they are in a different time zone.
Welcome back. Aztecs just took a big lead, or just scored a big goal, I'm sorry. Took the lead 7-6, 3:06 left. See who wins this face-off.
Yeah, you got Ewing Ross going against Hicks. I'll take my chances with Hicks.
Yeah, all day.
Great pressure by the Trojans on the GB. They did a great job. I mean, that's what, if you're Coach Kettleman, I mean, let's make this a 50-50 ground ball.
Great effort by number 5.
Aztecs are going to get it after the scrum. And look, with all the face-offs that the Aztecs have won today, I believe they won every one except for 2. You're just wearing down. You're just going to wear down the defense. And you're seeing that right now. And it doesn't help that the Trojans played last night at 7 p.m. and probably didn't get back to their hotel until probably after 10. So they're playing back-to-back games. Now the Aztecs played back-to-back games as well, but their game finished earlier in the day. You know, they probably have about 4 or 5 hours an advantage in terms of rest time than the Trojans. So I wonder if that is causing some of the issues here.
Yeah, SC looks like they might be having some tired legs, especially on defense.
Jeffrey's dropping a stick there. You can't play without your stick, and even though you put your hands up, if someone runs into you, it's an illegal procedure call. You're playing without your stick. And Jeffries drops his stick and puts his hands up and says, hey, I don't have the stick anymore. It's not in my hands, but it doesn't matter. You just ran into one of the Trojan players, or they ran into you. Once they touch you, it's going to be the Trojan ball. And here we go, under minute 45. And it looks like the Aztecs have put in a zone here. They haven't shown it all day. And Coleman Lee finds himself on the doorstep. Big save by Carlson.
Huge save.
Rebick's got 2 guys on him. Throws a long pass, cross-field pass.
Nice
Gargas
pass.
picks it up and throws it up to McMahon. Easy clear. Great job by Carlson on the save.
Yeah, Carlson as well has just been a wall down there for the Aztecs.
Yeah, and if you're the Trojans, you're going to try to pull your goalie, Katzman. Try to double the ball if you can. If you're the Aztecs, don't lose the ball. Don't lose the ball outside the restraining line.
Under a minute, coming up on 45 seconds here.
Yeah, Katzman's got it there, and here comes the Trojan defender right here. And they're going to get a timeout. No goal. No goal. Rebick puts it right in the cage.
Just
wow.
You got a timeout with 35 seconds left.
Now, I like the timeout by Coach Jackson. Most of the time, that ball does not find the net. But good job by Rebick. Good accuracy there. But Trojan ball, 35 seconds to go. Matt.
Coming up in March, we have the Lax Coaches versus Cancer games. These games are benefiting the American Cancer Society and are played around the country. All MCLA teams are welcome to join us. And we do have a bunch of feature games out in Henderson, Nevada, right outside of Las Vegas. And you can see the schedule there on your screen. And we also welcome in on-campus events that USC, Claremont Colleges, and Georgia Tech and Michigan State are participating in. Check out the Coaches versus Cancer games. Those feeds will be live on the SLC YouTube channel as much as we can, or we'll be uploading them post-game.
Welcome back. 35 seconds left. USC needs to score 1 to tie it up.
Trojans are going to come out here and double the ball. They're obviously down 1, need to get the ball back. So they're going to double it here, leave the net open. Jeffries has it. It's one of their faster, more skilled players on the team. We'll see if he tries to split the defenders, possibly shoots. I don't know. I don't know what the Aztecs were doing there. They actually didn't even have all their players on the field.
Wow.
I don't know what happened there. They still only have 5 players on the field for the Aztecs. Wow. I don't. Once again, you got a substitution issue. Trojans could have taken advantage there. They only had 5 defenders. I get it. Coach Gettleman wants to call the timeout. I get it. He probably had that kind of premeditated that he was going to do that if they got the stop. But look, when these situations where you're up 1 under a minute, you got to practice these situations.
Yeah.
And for the Trojans to lose the ball like they did, it just seemed that there was just confusion out there. You got to practice and practice. You know, coaches out there, you got to practice all these situations. You know, one thing I've learned during my days playing is that you can't just draw something up on game day and expect it to work. If you haven't practiced it, it's probably not going to work. More than likely, right? You got out-of-bounds plays. There's things you do off face-offs. There's things you do on man-up. Practice them before you put them into the game. And it just seemed like right there that the Aztecs didn't practice what to do in that situation.
Yeah, that'll be something they'll be looking at on tape and diagnosing is to fix that so it doesn't happen again throughout this year.
So if you're the Trojans, more than likely, the Aztecs were playing man down. And that last possession, Carlson came up with a big save off of Coleman Lee. I don't know if they're going to come back in a zone or if they're going to go man-to-man. Looks like they're going to go man-to-man here. So they're going to go man-to-man. You got to think Armistead and Lee are going to be the guys, even though I do. Yeah, there you go. You got a little 2-man game behind with Lee and Armistead. Lee's got the short stick. I don't know why he passed it up the field. I don't know why Lee didn't hold on to that ball, and the Trojans get a stop.
Yeah, that's going to do it.
And they're going to get a win here, and this guy is going to get lit up. Holland just lit up.
We have a.
And we have a Aztec player down. Wouldn't be surprised if he got the wind knocked out of him.
It's unfortunate for a game like this to end on a note like that.
Got the coaches on the field. We got all the players on the field. Coaches are doing a great job separating both teams. It was obviously an emotional game, right? And the Aztecs are an emotional team.
Yeah.
I mean, there's some guys on this team that you could just tell they wear their emotions on their sleeve. So
it's good to see.
Yeah, we got an Aztec player up. He's walking around. He's obviously pumped up that they got the win.
That's Anthony Martin. Good to see him get up. I think he just had the wind knocked out of him, like you said.
The good thing is he didn't see the hit coming, so he couldn't tighten up. So when he got hit, he was probably loose, which is actually better for players. You know, it's when you see the hit coming, you kind of cringe and tighten up, and then you get hit. That's when you can, you know, injure yourself. So, good game. I mean, we don't want that last play of the game kind of determine how the whole game went. But it was a good game. I mean, back and forth. Both goalies played well.
Came down to the last second. Can't really ask for much more.
No, both goalies played well, and to be honest, I think it really came. I mean, Hicks has got to be the player of the game. Won every face-off today except for 2. I mean, just gave his team possession after possession after possession, and we saw how the Trojan defense wore down in that fourth quarter, and the Trojans were able to get 2 goals there in the fourth, and the Aztecs were able to get 2 goals there in the fourth, and Trojans didn't get any. So that, you know, you got to play the game for 60 minutes. So Hicks, I don't know who Coach Jackson's going to give his game ball to, but Hicks gets the game ball from me.
Yeah, agreed. You give your team that many possessions, just really wore down that USC defense, I'm sorry. Great game, though.
So next week, we'll be in the desert. Friday night, Grand Canyon taking on Colorado. This was a championship game from last season. Grand Canyon lost. They have one loss on the season. I believe I believe they had a game today. I want to say against Cal Poly. I don't know how that game went, but they started off 0-1. We'll get an update on the Cal Poly game, but they start off the season 0-1. You got the Buffs. I don't believe they've had a game unless they played this weekend, but so it'll be Colorado's first game of the year. I expect to see a good one. I expect to see a lot of offense. I expect to probably see a high-scoring game. I would both like to think that, the winning team's going to probably have to be anywhere from 11 to 13 goals, something there. So really excited to go out there and get back to the state I lived in for 7.5 years while being the head coach at Arizona State. So thanks for tuning in. We appreciate it. Check us out next little less than a week, Friday night.
Awesome. Thank you, Chris. It's been a pleasure.
Crossover Intelligence for Lacrosse can help you win more games and make smarter use of your prep time. We break down and stat your game film for you, giving you searchable clips, advanced statistics, shot charts, and other valuable insight that you can access from any PC or mobile device. In as little as 12 hours after you upload your video, each play will become its own video clip, allowing you to search the footage for any event or player. Here we'll take a look at all the turnovers we forced in the fourth quarter. You can use custom tags to label events in your own terminology, such as your EMO plays or slide packages. Not only will you be able to search directly for those clips, but our platform will do the calculations and tell you which plays are achieving the best results. Make film sessions more engaging by telestrating on your clips, adding them to a playlist, and sharing everything with your players or assistant coaches. You can also exchange film with conference opponents or other teams in your league with just a few clicks of a button. We'll even give you an interactive shot chart that lets you visualize where you are generating your scoring chances or giving up your goals. Filter by goals, saves, missed shots, and specific players. Then click on any shot to watch the corresponding video. Together, we'll make you more efficient in the film room and more prepared on the field. Coach smarter and win more games this season. That's the crossover effect.